What's going on, everybody? DJ Milton here, and my lovely wife, Velvaria, in Voice of Autism 196. Didn't know I might be a little drowsy because it's been a busy day at work.
Yep.
So I might be a little tired. Let's get started on me and Val. We are going to be doing stuff on the 4th of July. Isn't that right, babe?
Yep.
We are planning to go to Frankie Fun Park and a couple other places to have the fun tomorrow, or not tomorrow, day after tomorrow on Sunday. And also it'll be my wife's first time driving a go-kart.
Yay! I'm currently learning how to do karting on YouTube anyway.
And it'll be my first time in almost 2 years since I drove a go-kart. Last time I drove a go-kart back in October of 2019. So it's been almost 2 years since then.
Cool.
So, yeah. And you guys probably, if you guys been around for a long time or seen some of my older videos from 2 years ago, you would know what I mean.
I watched that a long time ago. I reminisced them, you know? Heck no, I'm doing my hair. Haha. And yeah, I will miss watching the race on Sunday, which is the NASCAR Cup Series Road Course at Road America, which was the first time this will be the first for the Cup Series. Oh my gosh. But anyhow, I just chose the latter, which was going with my husband and friend for Funky Go-Kart. And I'm excited to ride the go-kart for the first time. And he told me to start small if I want to learn how to drive.
Because it always get ideal to start small. Like when you're running a drive, you start from the small and work your way up.
Yep. I'm excited about that because I've just uploaded a new I uploaded a new video, but not the usual videos I did, but
Can I say it?
Sure.
My wife been doing a little new NASCAR series on her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And she already got about 8 videos out. Is that right?
Actually, 2 videos at the moment. Tomorrow will be 3 videos premiered.
Alright. So if you guys want to watch some NASCAR stuff, go to my wife's YouTube channel.
I know I'm a very surprising person, but at this point that playing that race is very, very special to me because one, it is part of my very good secret childhood. And with go-karts, that'd be, I guess, a big change, for a change, you know?
Also be relaxing too because we're going to be having some fun.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and I told him if I can watch NASCAR there too.
Like they do got TVs there, babe. Like,
are you kidding me?
They do. Now, let's hope they did not remove the TV since the last time I've been there, because
I hope so.
I did a lot. So, like, I used to watch TV sometime there.
And I'm excited about doing the go-kart racing because I want to learn something new, and I have to get out of my comfort zone, you know? Heck. Do you want my video? You want me to document my go-kart journey?
Yeah, you can.
But I have someone to to take a video of me doing, like from the audience point of view, while myself, I'm doing it from the driver point of view. You know what I'm saying, babe?
Also, I'm planning to do it myself too. Like, I'm planning to do a video blog on the 4th of July and also record a go-kart. But yeah, it's something fun.
And I was currently in a complicated situation at this point because one, mother-daughter conflict of interest, which is really a long battle. And Now that I've left the country, my home country, it is already like complicated situation, like complicated.
You want to tell them what happened to your scholarship?
Okay, I don't want to say it in this video blog, but for the glory of everybody here, I hope no one will dislike the video. The reason why my scholarship was given to someone else because I took 5 leave of absence, and it should be for 2 to 3 years, or I'm not gonna be eligible anymore. So if that's the case, I'm not eligible anymore. I might find a way to transfer every ounce, and or have to go back to scratch, aka I have to get my high school diploma and
Start all over again.
yeah, which is really hard because the education system in the Philippines is different here. Unless you want to continue that college education that you have there and do it here. But
it might be easier to do college here in the U.S. than it is there.
I know.
But yeah.
But I am currently looking for possible schools that I could go and to possibly support my new career. And I'm about to get a big change. There'll be big changes in me while battling that big change. I know it discourages everybody, but let's face it. We all have changed. You have to deal with it whether you like it or not.
Autistic people like us, we deal with it a lot. Like, change is something that happened in most autistics' life, like ours. But yeah.
In order for you to move on, like there's someone who posted on this Twitter saying people do not move on, do not know how to grow up, and that really an insult for us. That should be a working process over a complacency. But that's what I've learned in the course of my stay, and I hope there'll be someone who will add more to be part of the support system that I have. Besides my husband here, and people here, and the group, and the ANN group, the rail fanning group. I don't know where would I share my story in YouTube. I don't know if I can do it, but if y'all can see my posts on Facebook, those are my friends right there. Those friends are of mine on Facebook. Y'all will see what I'm saying. And those friends of my followers, my Instagram, no one me. I have receipts. But what do you think about it, babe? Like,
I think it's good for you to bring this up out because it's always good to bring out what is bothering you and what's making it hard for you.
yeah.
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Hey. Hey.
It's Zooey.
We're live streaming right now.
All right, cool.
You need something?
No, I just come check one out.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
My stepdad.
Checking up on us. We're good.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing ever. So having a support system comes first before everything else. And what were you?
And it's something that is very hard for some autistic people because finding systems like this are almost impossible. Isn't that right, baby?
Yup.
And sometimes the people that should be your support system to yeet you and to freaking throw you out on your head over heel. That's what would happen to autistic people in our community. But we're fighting to change that.
And another thing that is something, I know it discourages some, but unfortunately you have to deal with it because unfortunately this is part of life. You share whether happy or not. Happy stories, sad stories, because everybody wants to learn. And also who are feeling discouraged and don't want to hear it, you're not a perfect person.
People who don't want to hear that everything is not perfect are the narcissistic people. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired, but narcissistic people like everything to be the same,
Yeah.
like everybody doing what they want to do.
Yep.
And anybody who is different, like quirky or like act differently than them or people around them, then they feel threatened about it. And narcissistic people don't like it, and they will try to take it out on us.
Yep. I know they think about like autistic people like us are easy targets because they thought that we cannot fight back. No, we are. Even other people, you don't take advantage of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's reason why people do not trust people no more because people trust people no more because of taking advantage in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good way and bad way of it, you know?
Yep.
Heck, am I cussing?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, babe.
You're good.
Heck, there are a lot of people, like what I've learned in the course of my choir community was this, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Connections with friends and people, you know what I'm saying, babe?
Yep.
And in your group, in A&N too, we do connect people together, right?
Right.
I really want to bring up my post about yesterday. I pinned it because nobody understands the point. Nobody knows the full story of it.
If mostly people are neurotypical or have not been through that type of abuse, you would probably have people who went through that abuse or an autistic community like me and you understand it, you know?
And there are a lot of people that we all want rainbows and butterflies. We are not in a world full of that, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Even people that you know who are influential have gone through a lot of hard times. They will never be in that situation where they're right now if it were for the hard times.
Yeah, and reality is harsh. Like reality is real harsh.
If you want me to read my receipt, it's in my Facebook, you know? I'm gonna read it to y'all. Like I cannot show screenshots anyway. So since it's a live stream, babe, I want to show it to y'all. My story, my post that I've been for those who never understand, and for those who want to be curious out of it. Isn't that right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby, have you read about this post that I pinned today?
Oh, I seen it, but I did not read it yet.
You're good. Sounds you like it.
I did.
Okay, it says, this was the post I've done yesterday. A morning. The reason why I get up all night is this. I would read it to y'all because I cannot screenshot this one, my friends. I would like to take time to open up about something. I know it's going too deep. Some wondered why I don't post much to my YouTube because this time was such a pain in the ass, and I don't know if I can get myself prepared to do what I love and continue what I usually do. But when will I do it? It's been a long time to say this, but I don't want others to expect me to act that way they wanted me to act. I am not good at behaving like a pretty girl anymore, for which pulled me under to the point where I cannot rather get up and do it anymore. At this moment of truth, I want to break silence as I share my stories to get them across to those who want to learn from my story beyond the music, for which I do music in YouTube channel that I did, okay? Before I do video blogs in 2017 about autism and devotions. I'm more than just a singer. I am more than just a singer. I am more than that. Thus, it was my long life mission to share my stories with my bare voice and experience, ranging from struggles and trials to a streak of success. Especially planning on sharing my advocacy on autism to the choirs and church that I've served for a long time, for which I supposed to do, but I wasn't able to do it now. I was God at my own home, aka my home country. The saddest part was I left my studies, I left my opportunities, for which I've invested my time for such a long time. I even lost my BFF. I lost my support system. I even lost my scholarship, and now my identity for who I really was. I started to lose edge at that point. I should have fought back and listened to my instincts back then. I was extremely upset to myself at the time because I was being controlled. Sorry and forgive me, my friends, if this disheartened y'all. I just missed everything and I needed more freedom that I needed for a long time. Main lesson for me was it's okay not to be okay. We've all gone through, and that is a working process. Sorry for the grammatical error. If we all have the same relevant situations like me, you are not alone. Love you, everyone. You know who you are. Either love me or don't seem to care. Insert Squidward, lonely Squidward mood.
What my wife said, it's true. Like, it's something that go on with a lot of autistic people, and like that post what about your parents or your mom, isn't that right,
Not
babe?
only her. There are a lot of people who don't believe in me too. Besides that,
Doubters, people that you thought were your friend, and then they doubt you. We all but have that happen, including me. Back in high school, middle school, it happens all around us. Like literally. Like if you pay attention enough, you start realizing how many people are doubting because they don't understand. You start realizing it and said, hey, most of you people are wrong. And why do they even have a voice when stuff they do to mess up? Isn't that right, babe?
yep.
Like it could be parents, teachers, our class members. But yeah.
And there's some people. I'm not to be dominant whatsoever. I want to do something, and we want to do something together that other people could never do. Which is we do live streaming together about truths, stories. Because people nowadays do not know how to do it. They're afraid about to do being truthful because they have fear.
Or some of them are narcissistic and don't want to.
Exactly. I would like to do it. I would like to share something, but it's going too deep. It's like me and David have the right to share our relationship story, and yet it holds us back to do it because someone told us not to do it, but for other parties, it was unfair.
Yep. Like there are people who get frustrated and take it out on people like but Jane about that is that those people you just ignore them. Don't let them bring you down.
Yep.
Because you want to know the reason why?
Yeah.
They are scared of your victory.
Yep.
People like that are scared that there are people who are having better lives than them. Like it's something that happens around, and there are people try to take those people out and try to knock them down a peg. Isn't that right, babe?
Yep.
But all we can do is to keep on going, because if we keep on going, all they'll be doing is failing.
Yep.
But yeah, there's of that go on with a lot of autistic people.
They thought autistic people are talented on stage, behind the stage. They have gone through a lot, especially like me and David. Just think about it, guys.
Most autistic people are manipulated.
Yep.
But yeah, like it's up that go on to a lot of autistics, and some are even used for stuff that we don't even want to be a part of.
Exactly.
Like I know there have been plenty of times that you've been forced into stuff that you don't want to be a part of. There are times I get that I have to say that I got lucky. I thought and they don't do it here in the U.S. But there have been other times that I ended up having it happen to me, and sometimes it's bad. But yeah. But they can happen anywhere, even in school, even in your home. But yeah. Is there one more thing you want to say before
Here's the thing. When I learned about support system when I talked to my Quarko doctor in the Philippines. He said this: nobody, even your parents, your siblings, they are not controlling you in the first damn place.
Mm-hmm.
Even your husband, your wife, your spouse, your BFF, they have no right to control you.
That is true.
There's a fine line between looking out for you and controlling you. Looking out for you is correcting you, explaining the reason why, but controlling you is something they force you to do something, even if it's out of your will.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about it.
Like there's a lot of stuff that autistic people go through, and we've been trying to spread to change it because we in the narcissistic part with narcissistic people trying to control. Like most of them either try to use that as their way of making money. Other ones,
Trophy, like a
mm-hmm,
trophy kid. If there's a trophy wife, trophy husband, a trophy kid, aka a cash cow,
yep,
or black sheep. Black sheep.
mm-hmm,
You might misheard me, cousin. No, black sheep, aka Shaun the Sheep. Not Shaun the Sheep. He's not a black sheep. Black sheep means you are a complete opposite, a disappointment to your family, or otherwise, you're a complete regret.
true. It happened, but all we need to do is to keep getting our voices out there and talking our mind.
And beat the narcissistic blues.
Mm-hmm. To make it different. That all we need to do to keep on doing it, keep on fighting, don't give up.
It's just like what David did. Like he originally wanted to move to California because South Carolina has no opportunity for autistic kids until your counselor plans to form a group of autistic people.
Yep. And I hear the auto train.
And we want that to happen. Like we may have a few people believing in us, but we at least we are a change makers. We are leaders for change. And that's what I learned in my college. If I may not able to finish my studies, at least I learned what I've learned when I was in the Philippines, when I was in school, empowering change and being the leader. When nobody wants to fit, nobody accepts you for their team. You have your own team. You create your own team, and you create that team, and you create the leader in you.
Mm-hmm. And you do the motivation too, like a lot of autistic people think that motivator, it think that we want to prove them wrong. Like we use stuff that they talk wrong about it to prove it right.
And for those people who took it badly on what we're doing, y'all think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to think before doing that, my friends.
Mm-hmm. Like it's up that happened to a lot of people in the autistic community. I mean, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
And nobody pay attention to what go on. But yeah, like the thing that we do try to make a lot different. Like we try to make it different for the next generation.
And do you have something to say, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you guys you felt this will be a partial. This is part by part. So since the reason why there's some people do not like long stuff. I realize that, babe. So the next time we do live stream, we will continue this kind of deep talk series with everybody here. So I hope you guys find it informational, informative, and educational, and motivated you.
And we'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, baby.